make Q the subject of the relation T equal to square root of PQ over R minus R squared Q. So what this means is that you should make Q the subject of the formula. Okay? Solution. I go by writing the question again. T is equal to square root of PQ over R minus R squared Q. Okay. Now to remove the square root, you have to do the inverse. The inverse of square root is going to be square. So the square is going to go to T. So you have T squared is equal to PQ over R minus R squared Q. There are so many ways you can actually do this, but I'm going to teach you just one now. This also means over 1. So we are going to find the LCM of this. When we find the LCM of this, then we will, we will do it and we'll find we'll make Q the subject of the formula. Okay, so we are going to take it step by step. Watch this. T squared is equal to LCM of R and 1. R and 1. When you solve the LCM is R. So you have over R. R divide R will give you 1. 1 times PQ will give you PQ minus 1 divide R will give you R. R squared Q times R will give you R raised to power 3. Then you have your Q. At this point, since we have a plus sign here, you cross multiply. PQ minus R cube Q will give you times 1. Will give you the same thing. You have PQ minus R cube Q is equal to T squared times R. We give you OPQ RST. We give you RT squared. Remember, you're placing it in alphabetical order. That's why I had to say the ABCD from a certain point to get what I'm looking for. Okay. Going back to the question, it says, make Q the subject. Make Q the subject. At this point, we are going to factorize. You have, what do they have in common? They have Q in common. So you have Q brackets P minus R raised to power 3, close brackets, is equal to RT squared. Here, you will divide both sides by P minus R raised to power 3 in order to make Q to stand alone. Divide both sides by P minus R raised to power 3. So here we have Q brackets P minus R raised to power 3 over P minus R raised to power 3 is equal to RT squared over P minus R raised to power 3. This, we'll cancel this, leaving us with only Q. Therefore, Q is equal to RT squared over P minus R raised to power 3. That's the final answer. Thanks for watching this video.